J Random. I do professional acting. So it's true. So many people are going through these things, especially mental, because not so many people are brave to face themselves, and they need people. So as our leaders should consider that people are so different, and people need people. Yeah, and people need to be heard, and people need spaces. It's not just about acceptance and resources. It's about peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, your mind is your office. It's where you operate from. It's where your beliefs come from. It's where everything a place where it can nurture anything. It can nurture your character, the impact that you want, anything that you want to do can come from that office. So it has to be a place where it's clean, peaceful, and a generally healthy place. So our leaders should give us spaces, should come up with initiatives that give us space. If it's film, I'm industry, film industry, we should fund films that speak to people, inspire people to believe in themselves, inspire people to come out on those dark places that they are in. Because one thing about dark place is that no no one can actually know you're there unless you speak up, so unless we have these spaces where people can speak up, unless we have this art that has been funded by the government where people anaweza watch at time yake too convenient, yeah? And I feel like inspired. I feel like, oh, so me peke yangu mimi napitianga hii stuff. So I'm not the only person who anafili givi. I'm not the only person mwenye hajabai AMG sahi. I'm not the only person mwenye sijapata job. So if you get these people together, if you inspire the minds of these people, automatically you're going to improve their mental health.
Mental health, it has been a big issue for young people, especially you can these mental challenges or issues come from maybe school pressure, academic pressure, family conflicts, just many things that surround people. And I think the government should maybe introduce. I know there are a lot of people who are introverts. If at all the government should set up an online communication system that maybe someone could be comfortable enough, maybe fear. A lot of people have many fear of stigma to maybe to expose themselves and all that. If the government should set up an online communication system that someone could express him or herself, could be way much better. If at all that someone is afraid of being seen, or but maybe he or she wants something to maybe make him comfortable enough and maybe make up his or her mind. And again, maybe the government should also employ more psychologists, maybe in schools, in our close health facilities, and also reduce the cost of accessing those psychologists. Maybe it will be way much better because maybe someone else is way much depressed, and maybe he or she doesn't have the funds.
Miss Monica, okay, personally nimefanya psychology, but getting mambo ya kupata job, especially that ya psychology, it's hard, by the way. And I would urge the government kutupatia chance like us, especially in kwanza kwa youth, wa youth ndio wako especially ndio wako na hiyo shida ya mental health, and I would love if at all uko na shida, you speak up, you speak up, and that the main problem that huwa inaleta that mental illness if you don't speak up.
Actually, mental health is a big issue right now in this country, because we have so many people who are in depression because of the kind of economic crisis that we have. And then we have mental health which is induced because of the kind of environment that someone finds themselves in. So mental health is a big issue, because just recently I had there was data which was released, and actually what was put out there is that we have so many people who are committing suicide daily in this country. So this issue is something which is very pertinent and should be addressed with leaders in political cycles and those who are not in political cycles. And actually, for those who are in politics, we know it is also an environment which is very easy for somebody to slide into depression, because we find sometimes there is something which we face, like cyberbullying. We have even political harassments from people who feel they're so much senior to us, and sometimes it's like our voice do not matter, and you really have to fight for your voice and your space. So for the mental health, I feel it is something that should be addressed, and an environment like this, an engagement platform like this, is also a good platform where people can speak up. And with SkIika, which is an online engagement platform, I'm really impressed with the founders, Ben and Geoffrey Nyariki. Actually, what you're doing is very impressive, because people who are depressed or who are not mentally okay, what they need is a platform which they can engage, and sometimes people will also want a space which can keep them busy, and I'm very impressed we have this platform. But but I feel these things should be addressed adequately if we can have enough psychological support for anybody who feels they are down emotionally or they are depressed. Talk about somebody getting depressed or being mentally unstable. It's because emotionally they feel weighed down. So I would really encourage all of us to have that one person that you can always reach out to. And I'm really also here to encourage all of you to be very resilient, by the way. This life is not easy as we want it to be, but we will always conquer if we are fighters and we remain resilient. And most of all, you can lose anything and everything. I'm speaking to you, by the way. You can lose anything and everything, but never lose hope, because hope is what keeps us going. When you lose hope, you've lost everything. When you lose hope, you even lose your own self-esteem. So I really encourage you people. It's not easy, and it has never been easy, but we will not give up. Let us be fighters, let us be resilient, and always let us reach out to the people that can listen to us. And if I'm elected as the senator in Nakuru County, I think I will be one of the pioneering leaders that will champion for mental health to be taken very seriously, and even the national government and the county governments to budget for it, to ensure that those people who find themselves in that crisis, they get enough emotional support, because getting somebody rehabilitated or getting that support to go back to stability, it's never easy.
it costs a lot of money. Even getting medication for those who are already in acute psychosis, it's not easy. We need all those things to be addressed, right from ensuring we arrest the situation and also managing the situation for those who are already in it.